Counts
Yuki if you were a
What?
dog? Gizmo!
Right behind him. Come on now.
Dog. If I was a dog, I'd be this motherfucker. Stupid boy. Stupid boy.
Good luck, guys.
All right. Any
Also-
other questions, comments, concerns before we start?
I have one comment. So I have this book that I use for D&D, and I split it in half for Friday sessions and Wednesday sessions. Friday sessions, we only have about enough pages for 2 more sessions before it's done.
You know, the
Including
book
this one?
Foreshadowing?
So this one
Who
and next
knows?
one?
Foreshadowing.
We'll see.
Foreshadowing.
All right. Well, we are
Well,
going to start
you
our
spoke
intro.
it into existence.
So,
I would like to counter with I have half a notebook left.
Yay!
Bart,
I've-
you ready?
No, but when does that ever matter?
I see.
Oh, I see. I see.
Who's next? Glorious, you ready?
Yep. Yep.
Get it? Because she's dead?
Go, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Who's next? Who the fuck is next? Kurt, you ready?
Yes.
What else could it be, though?
Marcina, you ready?
I'm sorry, stop. That is so fucking funny.
I'm sending you guys a picture of my laptop sticker. I have Pepe looking at me right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Like,
abso-fucking-lutely.
Yuri, you ready?
Also dead.
Oh, okay. Now I get why you guys are skeletons.
Okay, now good luck.
All right. So, Jockey Bot is being weird. I'm going to try to figure it out, but we are going to hop. I love it. We're going to hop right into our session tonight. We are going to start here in the capital city of Ormond with Marzina and Kurt. Cove and Yuri have just left the Ignivos' ring, kind of making their way where they crossed paths with a unfortunate scenario. However, before we get to that, Marzina and Kurt, you have the floor.
So, like, I don't understand why you still defended me. Like, you have every right to be upset with me right now, and you should be.
Merritt, the reason I'm not mad about the whole thing with the tears is that you had a hard choice to make. And in the split second that you had to make the choice, your decision wasn't based off selfishness or malice or anything like that. You made a decision because you cared. It might not have been the right decision, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have someone on our side who cares than someone who always does the right thing. That's why I'm not upset with you.
Marzina's gonna give Kurt a hug.
He'll hug her back.
Yeah. I'm scared, Kurt. I'm just really scared. I care a lot about you guys, but I care a lot about Sparrow, and I'm scared. Our paths are gonna cross again, and like, I don't know. Yuri told me there is no right thing to do, and I do think he's wrong. I know it's like weird because you just said like you want someone who cares and doesn't just do the right thing, but I don't know. It's different for everyone, you know. And protecting you guys
It is.
feels like the right thing to me, but also protecting Sparrow, and I'm not strong enough to walk away from him yet.
That may be true, and we don't know what's gonna happen. It's difficult, but I honestly do believe that when it comes down to it, I trust the decision that you'll make.
Kurt? We should
I-
probably. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
There is one last thing that I need to say, and it's we're getting into difficult territory now. Things are getting difficult. If I didn't say this now, then I would regret it. I don't know if you even remember this. I wouldn't be with this group if it wasn't for you.
What do you mean?
So I don't know if you remember, we were coming back from killing some Yetis, and we were killing Yetis for gold. I just joined the group, and I don't know. I felt like I was wasting time. Like, why was I even here? Why was I with the group? And then I don't know. You came over to me. I don't know if you remember what you said, but it meant a lot to me.
Genuinely don't remember, Kurt. I'm so sorry.
You don't need to remember what you said, but I realized after you said it that maybe you see something. Maybe you see something that others don't see. Maybe you see something that I don't see. But if you see
I'm
it,
really scared. I don't know what I said. I really disliked you at first, Kurt. I'm really scared. I like you now. You're besties. Besties.
Right. Really feels like you're undercutting what I'm saying. You didn't like? Never mind. You said something that was profoundly meaningful to me, and maybe you don't remember what it is. And maybe that's the reason that I did initially trust you.
What the fuck did I say, Kurt? Can I ask you that?
You told me that you believed in me. You told me I deserved it.
I do believe in you, Kurt.
Anyway, I do genuinely want to say thank you.
I'm gonna fight you. Thank you. Another hug. So many hugs.
Anything else from you two?
I think they hop out of the ring.
So you would. But before that happens, as you're kind of embracing, you kind of pull apart, you feel the entire space begin to shudder. It shakes slightly. And then kind of coming outside of this ring into your keep, you see that not just the ring, but the entire keep is shaking. The ground itself, the entire city. Adrenaline slowly starts to pump through your bloodstream. As you make your way outside, you see on the edge of the seat of the air, where the throne room sits, golden and black wisps falling off of it, is perched this large ancient gold dragon with black shadowy wisps extending outside from it.
Ways back.
We now move. Not that. Sorry. Why is it so? See, Jakibot is lame! I don't know why it's not
Really
working.
now? After all of our
Yes,
resources
no.
spent?
Yes, now. You four. I will paint the scene here. We are inside Ormond's throne room. It's more of an antechamber than anything. You see Yuri and Chloris laying on the ground, their bodies unmoving and still. You two, your hearts stop with a final beat. The world inverts for half a second as you experience weightlessness and your cold skin hits colder marble floor. In this room, there is silence. The Queen of Usma sits on her throne like a petrified statue. She has no change in her face, it's flat and blank, and as Demorge is unmade, you finally see movement Bartholdi and Cove. Not prominent movement, just one of a spell being released as her body slumps back into the throne, her head cocks to the side, and her eyes slowly close. There's a light rise and fall to her chest. The annals of this antechamber, there are people in black robes, members of the hidden Tenebrae, who have just witnessed their leader Demorge be erased. Barthaldian Cove, you are acutely aware of the hold person spell being ended on you as the caster is removed from existence. The only other person in the room is Artigan. One skeletal arm destroyed in the clash with Demorge. He's on his knees now as the members of Tenebrae flanking him have dropped him and are staring at the eternal light. Eos. This golden creature, diamond skin, seems to radiate light through it. It doesn't regard anyone else in the room, not in a aura of superiority, just without an afterthought. Looking at its hands and the form that it stands in, there's a golden glyph that hovers behind its head, and it pulses slightly with magic. The room is held in a tense silence as Eos moves to Ulissa. The very way this creature moves isn't that it puts one leg in front of the other. It's rather that the smallest atoms of creation, the tiniest molecules of existence, part and propel him forward. A golden hand extends towards the child's head in a gentle placement. And as after barely 2 seconds pass, he moves away, just kind of looking at his hand. Barthaldian Cove, what are you two doing? As this figure is just looking at itself, regarding its stature in an inquisitive fashion.
How many seconds have gone by?
Probably 30 to 45.
And I'll lean over and cast Revivify on Chloris and see what happens.
You make a move, you pull out the diamond, you extend it towards Chloris. The members of Tenebrae immediately move. Artigan's body is just kind of hunched over. You see the members begin to move, immediately getting into a defensive posture, some in an offensive stance, but Eos's head slowly creaks, the mask showing just black void underneath it. Just kind of looks and raises a hand. All of the members stop. And he makes his way towards you.
I just frozen, just waiting, not saying anything, just letting him kind of get closer.
It's about 10 feet away from now, and he's looking. You can give me an insight check. Cove, you as well.
Cool, because you're probably better.
I'm rolling on
I
the
got-
side because this feels like a roll that we all should see. No idea, I can't read them.
I forgot to do that. Let's see. I got a 14.
14. On a 14 board, it's not like it's aggressive. It's more like, huh? It's like this is a foreign concept.
Oh,
But you also get he's not stopping you.
then I go through with it. The second I
Okay.
get that, I'm just.
Roll a d20, add your charisma, your spellcasting modifier to it, please.
Damn.
You got
All right,
this.
well, please come back.
Got this.
Bam! 18.
18. As you cast the spell, Chloris is resurrected. And as you bring her back, Barthol, the spell taking some time to cast, you see the life slowly come back into her body. This creature hunches down, not on one knee, but squats, its elbows on its knees, head looking forward. Kind of turns to you and then turns to Chloris, and then
I'm gonna
back
put
to
a
you.
hand kind of firmly on her chest, just so when she jolts, because it's gonna freak her out that it's that close to her, she doesn't bump into it.
Hmm. Gets up from its squatting position and makes its way to Yuri.
Doris, are you awake?
Yeah.
I need you to say Yuri. He stops.
As he hunches down, and Bartholdi, you see him mimic the movements you did to Cloris. You know, it's takes the head of the body and kind of raises up against his chest. And you see a hand plunge through Yuri's chest.
Okay, well, that's not gonna.
There's no blood that extends.
Huh.
It's not a forceful physical push, it's the hand passes through the body.
Like a ghost?
What'd you say, Cove?
Like a ghost? It's like
Like a
phases
ghost,
into-
yeah, like the hand phases through the body. There's a slight glow where the forearm portion of this humanoid figure is inside Yuri's chest. It's far deeper, just anatomically speaking. The hand should be sticking out out his back at this point, but it's not. When did this occur? As he pulls a hand aggressively back, Yuri, your soul is not willed back to its body. It's not beckoned. Your soul is wrenched and forced back into your mortal coil. This is an aggressive stature of resurrection. This isn't a soft, spell, divine induced resurrection. This is a forceful life. It's rewriting the laws of the cosmos and putting you back into life. As you feel a sharp pain in your chest, as the Eternal just kind of just looks at you for. When mortals, I see. Two hands kind of go back behind, and it starts doing a weird, sinister motion. It paces back and forth, and back and forth. Just pacing, head looking down at the ground, and then stopping for a moment, looking towards the members of Tenebrae, looking towards Artigan, looking towards you four, till it stops. It makes its way to you, Cove, and extends a hand out towards your face. The hand wraps around your temples. Discovery. I see. This is most interesting. What do you four want to do?
Did this dude just touch my head and read all of my memories? Can I
You
make
give an
a
insight check. You can make an insight or an arcana check.
I think we both know I'm going on. I'm making my rolls in chat because this is such a moment.
Please.
18.
18. It's not really more memory. It's I know you. It's like I am acutely aware of everything you've done, everything you've experienced. It's more than memories. I have lived through your experiences as if you did them, and I took that knowledge for myself. That's essentially what's happening here.
Oh, fuck.
I want to reach out my hand to him.
The head kind of turns, kind of leans forward. What is this? What is this? And it just looks at you, Cloris.
A kind gesture.
Unusual. Very unusual. Humanity has changed. Paces over to Ulissa. You see one of the members of Tenebrae you see the beads of sweat form on their temples. So he extends a hand out and does something similar to Cove. He looks at this member of Tenebrae back at the U4. Looks at the Queen, looks at Ulissa. And makes its way back to you, Cove. Two more. There are two more. I seem to recall there are two more. Two more. Where are two more? Yes. He moves his hands as golden mist starts to swirl in between the fingertips. You see that the mist expands out from the palm of the hand downwards, kind of as if someone's holding a smoke bomb and it's pulling out of their hand down onto the ground. But as it hits the ground, it extends and forms, similar to a vision you've seen in the past. It takes the form of a humanoid. Steel black metal armor, greaves, gauntlets, full plate armor, and a knight's mask. A purple cloak that's tattered, wrapped around its neck and down its back. There is a shield on its back and a mace hanging across. You see the figure is unmoving, but he just waves a hand and there is a similar golden glyph that appears behind him as the armor turns into a golden platinum. One. He goes towards this Death Knight that you all have seen before. And just walks around him in a circle. You all hear the roar of a dragon and wings creating tornadoes. As the very air begins to move, the entire castle shakes. As something slams to the side of the castle, a large roar exuding across Ormond. And you see through the stained glass that shatters and breaks the head, bless you, of this gold dragon. This ancient gold shadow dragon that you all have seen again. You see it climbs through the stained glass, breaking through the foundation that holds the castle in place. It bends it like carving through butter with a hot knife as it climbs its way towards, stepping over the queen, threatening nearly to crush her as it fills this entire antechamber. You see it looks aggressive. I need you four to give me an insight check.
Oh, I forgot. I have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Almost forgot about that. 10 for me.
I love how it says dead Cloris, dead Yuri. That shit is sending me.
How many? Oh, that's a good point. How many hit points do I have?
1 hit point.
One. You're at one.
I have one.
A cat could kill you.
Yuri and Bart, you guys look to see that this dragon, essentially mechanically, what has happened is it probably failed its intimidation check, an opposed intimidation check. and you
Is it
see its
that
head at once roaring and kind of being this apex predator, only listening to this Death Knight and those who commanded it. It, like a wounded puppy, puts its head down as the Eternal just pats its head, and a golden aura, the similar sigil, appears behind it, right above its shoulder blades. Larger, but still proportionate, and it's in the same sigil. Tenebrae had one more. Marzina and Kurt, you all come outside of the keep to see this gold shadow dragon break its way into the stained glass. You immediately start to hear, even in your kind of corner of the city, you hear the panicked cries and screams and concerns. What are you two doing?
I assume we start, like, here's the thing. We know nothing about what's going on, so I assume we're booking and using the things to be like, where are you guys? Something is happening at the keep. At the castle.
1,000 feet, so it's too far.
It's too
I
far,
am
okay.
using my last channel divinity to get a 3rd level spell slot back.
Okay.
Or divine power, whatever. Yeah. Sorry. But
Okay.
booking it to the castle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As you two are sprinting, Kurt, you just kind of naturally being faster. Marzina, your arm is yanked and pulled back, kind of jerking you. As you kind of turn, sweating as from your running, and you're looking into the eyes of your brother. And he's concerned. You see that his eyes are bloodshot. He's sweating like he's just sprinted here, breathing heavily. Something bad.
Okay.
No. Something bad has happened.
Sparrow, what happened? Please, how can I help?
This wasn't part of the plan. I thought I knew what I... And you see a golden mist extending from behind him. Slowly, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You see the robes, the waist robe, the gi, the top of the gi that's folded down is pulled back. Not by wind, but by from some centrifugal force pulling him into this golden mist.
Can I like try and grab him? Can I try and follow him into the mist?
You kind of grab on and he's pulling as you see him look back and his body is being yanked backwards, him pulling you as well. Kurt, what are you doing?
I'm following him.
Did Kurt see that she was pulled back?
I mean, you're
Okay.
running with her and then she kind of stops.
Yeah.
You're smart enough to be like, wait, that's my ally. Where the fuck are you going?
Yeah. So I'm stopping. I'm there. Like, if Mare is trying to pull him, I'm gonna do the same.
You both kind of pull, and you see that his eyes are filled with fear. Like, this is not his doing. He's being pulled into this mist, and he doesn't know what it is either. As he's being pulled, Kurt, you're with a 22 strength. You're trying to pull. Give me an athletics check.
Yeah.
I cast aid.
8 is hit points.
Oh fuck! Or the
29.
Kurt, you're able to pull tightly. You're trying as you're pulling. You are able to get Svaro's feet down, but on a DC of 30. You all three are yanked into this golden mist.
Could be worse.
Almost. By one,
Yeah.
dude. By one, dude. The only reason I had you roll is because I know you could have done it. Because you have an 11 athletics. I know you could have done it. Damn!
One away.
Svara, Marzina, and Kurt, you are pulled into this mist, and it's just light. It's just energy extending all around you. You four, in the throne antechamber, you see this mist form, but it doesn't form similar to a humanoid like it did to the Death Knight. It's a amorphous mass, and hitting the ground are 3 figures: Marzina, Kurt, and Svaro. You see even this Eternal is what are you six doing now that you're here? You two take in the stock immediately. Yuri on the ground, kind of sweating. Cove helping him out. Bartholdi tending to Chloris, and this unique figure,
I'm putting
as well as
Sparrow
all
behind
the
me.
members of Tenebrae and Artigid, are gone.
Can I second wind?
You can.
I kind of.
I'll dump 40 healing hands, or I mean 39 into Chloris with the healing.
Okay.
Cove is not moving. Cove is. Oh, can I like have my eyes just look at Art again? I want to see if he's moving at all, or is he playing?
His
dead?
head is down. His head is down, and you're looking at just a defeated man.
What does Kurt see when, and I could roll an insight, when he looks at everyone's face, like at our party's face, like he wants to figure out what is the vibe here, what the fuck is happening?
May I also do that?
What is your passive insight, you two?
Good,
20.
good call. 14.
It's bad.
14. Marzina is 20. What?
25.
25. Marzina catches everyone's vibe. Let's go from top to bottom vibe checks. Bart, where you're at?
He's very stone faced, but slightly okay right now because it's like he just got something that he was really worried about out of the way, but he's still like really nervous right now.
Yeah.
Boris, where are you at?
I want him to touch me like he did Cove. That's where I'm at.
I'll just put needs a hug. Needs a hug. Okay.
Cove. If you ever seen like an animal that has frozen in front of a predator and hopes that it doesn't see them, it's kind of like that. Like, don't move, don't talk unless spoken to. Like you're in front of a king that can snap.
Okay. And Yuri?
I went to hell. And came back.
Brutal.
You got ripped back. You didn't come back.
I want to hold Sparrow's hand.
You see, he's just kind of looking at this creature, his mouth slightly agape, as it makes its way towards the two of you. Kurt, you notice that as it moves forward, it doesn't even regard you. In Marzina, it looks past you towards your brother. It just kind of makes its way. It extends a flaming hand towards the fire genasi, Svaro.
Please don't hurt him.
The head kind of turns to you. I need silence. You see that the hand doesn't touch Svaro, but Marzina, you feel like a death grip on your hand. Your brother's hand squeezes your hand as tightly as it can. It starts to hurt. As you then realize that his body is arched forward. And the tattoos, once blackened like ash, begin to melt away. Small crackles and crust of the tattoo fall apart. The black ink falls from his red skin, and it's overtaken by gold. As he lets go of your hand and drops to his knees, he's panting and screaming in pain as if he's being branded.
Cure wounds, 3rd level.
You attempt to put a cure wounds in, and the spell doesn't go through. As the Eternal grabs you by the throat and lifts you up. There isn't a struggle against a force like, oh, I can feel their grip weakening when I try to tighten. It's like an immovable rod is wrapped around your neck. kind of pulls you in closer, Marzina, and puts a hand on your face. And then the other hand leaves from your throat until he's just holding you by the face.
Does his hand get wet from my hair?
Nope.
Okay.
Marzina, I need a charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma saving throw?
Let me check
Okay.
if you can. I believe you can make this. What is your bonus to charisma?
8.
8. Yes, you can make this.
I was gone for 45 seconds. What the hell happened?
You did not make this.
Oh.
You are unconscious and incapacitated.
Oh, okay. That's
Your
fine.
body goes limp, and you watch as Marzina falls to the ground. Her chest is not breathing, moving up and down. Marzina, you would hear your brother's screams, but the rest of you watch as Sfaro falls to the ground on his knees, writhing and aching in pain until all of the tattoos burn off and leave golden replacements, all with the same sigil that is behind the Death Knight, the Gold Dragon, and the Eternal. And as the panting and a pool of sweat stops, you see this Fire Genasi stand up, head down, the hair kind of falling in front of his face, black sclera with golden eyes, as a sigil comes into form, and his arms just by his side. All three of the figures, this ancient gold shadow dragon, this Death Knight, and Sfaro, drop to one knee and bow their heads, all looking at the Eternal. I wish to know more about this world. Test them. Show me what happens in times of strife. Extinguish hope, so I may gaze upon their reactions. As he turns, the three figures disappear in a golden mist. And he makes his way to you, Bartholdi. The sword at your side, the sword of Ao. He doesn't ask for it. He reaches down and goes to grab the scabbard. What do you do?
I think he puts his hand on it. Why?
There's no response. It just looks at you questioningly.
He'll let it go.
He takes the sword and pulls it out of the scabbard and drops it, and holds the sword in his hand. Bartholdi, it's a weird thing, feeling the attunement break to a magic item.
Ooh.
No, this won't do. He throws it to the ground as it clatters and skids. Not with disgust, just throwing
Not good
another
enough.
toy away.
Yeah.
Thank you. You have given me much to ponder about. As he waves a hand, this same flame that encompasses the neck area extends on out till it hits the ground, and like it has a mind of its own, the flame moves forward and creates a ring of flame. A portal, as you see in the center, this golden light emanating out, almost bright white. As he walks towards it, his head down, hand to the bottom of this flame where the chin would be, and it just makes its way towards this portal. What are you six doing?
I'm following him.
I'm grabbing Chloris.
Okay.
Can we see what's on the other side of the portal, or is there just too much light coming through?
It's too much light coming through.
Thought so.
Am I dead or incapacitated or?
You are incapacitated and unconscious. We will resolve that in a second.
Okay.
What
as
are
long as
you
I'm not
six
dead.
doing, though? Chloris, you make a move. Bartholdi grabs your wrist. What are you two doing?
Cove isn't moving. It's like if we are gonna do something about him, it's not here. That's the only thing that we must wait.
There's nothing.
I don't think anyone's doing anything then. Yeah.
You six watch as the turtle makes its way into this portal. The second he enters the portal, it disappears. And you all are left here in this antechamber. Members of Tenebrae, Artigan, and you six. The queen on the throne, as everyone sits here in a stunned silence. What do you all want to do?
Cove
I'm
turns
going
his
to-
head. Oh, go ahead. You go first.
I'm going to cast Revivify on Marcina.
You go to cast the spell, you see Tenebrae moves their hands. Some of these members, they cast counterspell at 3rd level to negate it. Because they are still in this room. You put a hand up,
Okay.
you see the spell stops. Kurt, what are you doing?
Kurt's swinging. He sees them do that. He's
Okay.
swinging.
Okay, so Kurt, you're going to move forward. You see these members of Tenebrae, and as you take a step towards the one that counterspelled, they put one hand on the princess's neck and puts a blade to her throat. Ulyssa.
Right.
As the
I'm gonna go
counterspell kind of
with
goes through the somatic component as he just holds her there. You see
don't
through
know.
the hood, it's eyes wide, sweat, fearful as well, but still determined in their mission.
I'm gonna look at Tenebrae. I don't know what was your goal in doing this, but you all might have destroyed the world. What you've done. What was your goal? What did you hope to achieve with this?
You see all of them are not looking at you, Cove. They're just looking towards the area where Demorge was erased. There are about 6, 7 members here. 2 with the princess, 2 with Artigan, and then the remainder 3 kind of stationed throughout between the different columns of this room. You see they counterspell the Revivify from Chloris. Kurt, you make a move, you pull your blade out, and you see that they put a blade to the princess's throat. One of them kind of screams out, "No one's gonna move. Everyone's gonna stay the fuck still." And this silence kind of permeates.
Kurt's
As
just gonna
Princess,
everyone's
say,
leave. No one will
trapped
stop
in a-
you. It's clear that you've won this round, so just take your victory and go.
I didn't
You see
win.
the heads turn at each other.
Their leader is dead. He's more than dead. There's nothing.
They know that. They know that if they kill the princess, there will be nothing to stop us from absolutely killing them all. Their best chance is to take my offer and leave. They know it.
Tell me. I'm gonna look at the Tenebrae. Now, since your leader is dead, but the thing he tried to resurrect, the thing that your goals do not matter to this being. When you leave here, how long do you think you have before he comes for you? That's the same.
Oh,
You're gonna,
we think we're pretty low on that list. I can see 6 people who might have their spot above us.
doesn't matter where you're on the list. He's gonna come for everyone.
You see, he kind of tightens the hold on Ulyssa. and then drops the princess. Her head hits the ground as these two near her cast teleport. One cast teleport with the other one. You see the 2 by Artigan cast teleport. And then the other 3 as well begin to teleport out of the room.
Can we see that they're not casting it on the princess? Like they've specifically.
No, they're
she's out of it?
100%. They're 100% just casting it on themselves. You can see them
Gotcha.
almost like the Dementors, like a black mist covers them as they extend into the air and vanish.
Yeah, they're not taking Artigan and
No, they're just
Princess.
leaving.
No, it's
Yep.
teleport is they have to be willing, so it wouldn't even work.
Mhm.
You would have to want to go with them.
You all are here in this room. Artigan just kind of, now that he's dropped, is just one hand down. Yes, Clores.
So I would have been out of 3rd level slots and anything higher. But because of my essence of the spring, I haven't tapped my staff. And I will tap
Give
her.
me an Arcana check or a Medicine check.
I would choose medicine. $21.
She's not dead. You know Revivify won't
Okay.
work. She is not dead.
I
However,
will get
there's also another creature that you've met and seen that was unconscious, who was not breathing, but was still alive. And that is the Princess Ulissa on the ground currently.
I'll pick her up from the ground, check her face, make sure she's not all bashed up.
You know, she's pretty good. She's alright. She just got dropped to the ground.
Is she breathing or does she look dead?
The princess is breathing. Morzina
Yeah,
is
okay.
not.
she got dream locked.
I'm casting heal on the princess. Revivify.
You have a 7th level spell? Revivify? She's not dead.
Okay.
Revivify doesn't
Oh,
work.
so-
She's okay.
Nope.
No one's dead.
Alright.
I'm gonna walk.
I can't do anything.
Unfortunately. Do you have, what spell slots do you have?
I think the highest you let me tap is a 3rd level.
So that's all you have right now is a 3rd level?
I have a couple 1st levels and some
Okay.
2nd levels.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. Yes, Bartholdi.
Where's Yana right now?
Yana's on the throne, unconscious.
Well, I'm gonna take Ulissa and get over to her and start trying to wake her up.
You kind of start like jostling Yana. You see she slowly gets up and Bartholdi?
We lost. Where's Artorias?
I don't. Kind of looks to her right where he usually is. I don't know. He was with Valgadinor.
Valgadinor.
Valgadinor was the Emperor's soldier that came to check the place out.
Got it. Except it probably wasn't him. So. All right. I'm gonna need
The
you to brace yourself.
doors creak in the antechamber, echoing throughout the silence. They move very slow. The pace exacerbated by the unbreathing form of Marzina and the sleeping form of Ulissa. There's just one figure walking through the doors. She kind of long black hair, tan skin, one brown eye, one golden eye, a blade at his scabbard, and kind of his hands behind his head as he kind of makes his way walking in. As the Emperor walks forward.
Before that, I wanted to walk over to Artigan and just be next to him. I'm not saying he would sit down because I'm assuming he's on like his knees.
He's on his knees, yep.
Okay. I was gonna say something, but I think this beats me to it.
The Emperor just moves, and you see Yana kind of straightens up, just a second nature at this point with the decorum. and she's kind of looking to you, Bar, and looks to the rest of the party to figure out what the fuck is going on at this point.
How much do you know, Zarek?
How much do you know?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
The eels.
Eternal.
Is free.
Yeah.
Yup. You know, when I let you hold on to the tears, I thought you guys knew what you were doing.
One of us made a mistake.
You all made a mistake. But
Right.
before that, I made a mistake. Because I thought you all were capable of joining the fight. But that's on me. Now I have to clean up your mess. Valgadinor. As he kind of calls out, it echoes, you do see this man in golden armor carrying Artorius, who's unconscious. He's just kind of dragging him, but you do see the king consort being dragged by this about 6'5", 6'6" human warrior. Kind of drags him into the throne room. You see Yana immediately gets up from the throne and rushes her way. Her boots kind of stepping against the marble as she kind of runs past you all, runs past Zarek and to Artorius as Vagadinar unceremoniously just kind of drops him onto the ground and lets his head not hit the ground before he sets him down. And Yana kind of drops to her knees and looks him over. You see tears start welling up in her eyes as she's just looking over and over, and he goes to the Emperor, dropping on a slight bow and just standing at guard. Gotta say, I've been asking this for a while. I've just been following the course. Who the fuck are you guys?
Guess we're just the remains.
And that means what exactly?
It's a good question. It used to mean that we would fight for those who couldn't fight for themselves.
The last stand.
We're nobodies. Let's be real.
And yet, you thought it was a good idea to keep those tears.
I did not, if you recall.
But your friends did. You're just as responsible as all of them. He, for the first time, kind of looks at Marzina, kind of makes his way, and, oh, shit. Kind of gets down on one knee and kind of pulls her head up onto his knee and... What happened here?
More than successful.
He stepped in front of her brother while Eos was trying to transform him. And he grabbed her face, and she fell.
Diamonds. I need diamonds. Now.
There's 8, or there's like 10 in her body.
Bertha,
There's like,
Kurt will say she has a stockpile.
What is the value of the highest diamond you have, Marzina? I need a diamond of 5,000.
AJ, it's like 5,000. I have two at least at 5,000.
You have 2 5,000 ones?
Let me read out for you.
I need 5, one 5,000 diamond if you have it.
I do.
Yes, Cloris.
If she only needs one, that's fine.
Yeah, he just needs one 5,000 diamond.
Okay.
I'm marking it off my list.
Cool. He kind of you tell him that it's on her person. He kind of rummages through, pulls one out, and spellcaster, one of you, come here.
I go forth.
Oh, there you go.
I'd also come forward,
And
I guess.
you see he kind of, Cloris, you kind of make your way forward, Cove, you as well, and he kind of instructs you on what to do as you sense that, this is going to be a weird check. Give me an Arcana check, Cloris, but you can use your spell casting score. So it's Arcana, but using your Wisdom instead of Intelligence.
So
Bartholdi, Kurt, and Yuri, you can do the same thing using your Charisma, and Cove, you can just give me a flat Arcana. Well, disadvantage, because
Just a check plus charisma.
it's a Charisma Arcana check. So if you're proficient in Arcana, you can add your proficiency, but you're going to be using your spell casting instead.
I am not proficient in
16 for me
Arcana.
with disadvantage.
Okay, Cloris got a 19. Bart, you got a 3, unfortunately. Yuri, you doing it? Or are you good?
Do I have to have proficiency with Arcana?
You don't have to have proficiency in Arcana.
Okay. So it's just a charisma check minus
Essentially, just your Charisma check.
1. Do I?
No, you don't
do want
minus
the
1. It's just your
one?
Charisma. Oh,
Okay.
shit. Kurt, 26. Okay. I will say Kurt, Cloris, you two kind of realize that what's happening here is essentially a rapid resurrection ritual. It's an effect that's similar to a raise dead, but with a casting time of revivify. You see that he's kind of forcing the diamond and kind of pulling on your pool of magic, Cloris, your last vestiges that are remaining. Cove, you as well, and whoever else wants to join in, as he's just kind of pulling this up. But you see that he's not resurrecting her. It's the script, the sigils, the process. It's more akin to a restoration spell, a la lesser restoration or greater restoration. It's a weird hybrid of these two combinations of spell casting that kind of boggles the mind. Marzine, I need a con save.
Anything for you, AJ? I didn't do it earlier because I totally forgot, but I have exhaustion. So let me
Yes.
check if one level of exhaustion means. One sec.
Not saving throws.
Oh,
Doesn't
whew,
affect the saves yet.
perfect. That was so scary. Con is +3. I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Let me know if she fails. Yay,
I got a
Chronomancy.
natty 1.
Hey, so you can
I'm using
reroll.
Chrono Shift.
This goes
Okay,
use
okay.
chrono. You can reroll.
Oh, thank
Yeah, this-
God. Oh, please. Hot dice.
Just
You
don't
need an
roll a 1.
18.
15.
You need an 18.
Oh,
Roll a d6 for me, Marzino.
anything for you, AJ.
Don't get a 5. 6.
I got a 6.
Your charisma score is halved.
Okay, that's fine. Oh shit, I accidentally rolled. I've been trying to. Sorry, ignore that.
No, your charisma save is half. So what is your score?
My charisma right now is 14, so halved charisma would be a
No, it's 7.
I'm trying to edit that right now. Sorry.
You see the spell kind of ends as Marzina's eyes flutter awake. And Zarek kind of checking your pulse, checking your forehead. Your friend should be alright now, but well, at least she's still here.
Insight? Am I
Yeah, make an
awake?
insight.
Okay. Okay, that is a ability check, so I think it's a disadvantage. Unless you want to count that as a long rest, which I would assume is a no.
And it is not a long rest. Still
So
with
I
a
got a
15.
19 insight.
God, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, like, fucking plus 15, what can I do? Marzina, a portion of you was unmade.
Ooh.
You're feeling a tiny level of the full effect that affected Demorge.
Oh my gosh.
Please write that down, my note takers. Your ability score is halved.
I'm doing that. I'm writing things.
Wait, that might be permanent. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. At least it's charisma, not with. Thank you.
Kurt is gonna say, Zarek or Emperor?
We're not doing that. Zarek is
Right.
fine.
Zarek. Thank you. And also, respectfully, you did not give us all of the information. You entrusted us with something that you did not give us the information to fully grasp what we had. We did our
Right.
best.
Did you? Did you do your best? All of you?
With what we had.
Let me ask you a question. If you were the type of people that I thought you were, did it matter? Does it matter? Does it really matter? Do you only do the right thing when you have all the answers? Again, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I thought you guys could handle it. That's my mistake.
I would like to respectfully push back. If you don't have all the answers, you can't trade a world-ending device without knowing it ends the world if you do that. You cannot make an informed decision without knowing.
Like I said, I put my faith in you guys, and I was mistaken.
Did you know that
That's on
Demorge
me.
was attuned to it?
Demorge wasn't attuned to it.
Artigan was.
Artigan was.
The princess was
You're
attuned.
all wrong, Ulysses was.
Ulysses was.
Yeah, the princess was attuned to it.
Was attuned. Yeah, got it.
I thought Artigan did something to it. I thought that was his
Artigan did the
attunement.
thing to.
Yeah, he was probably able
Oh.
to track her backwards with it. That's probably what happened. Okay,
Oh.
never mind.
I thought that was his attunement. Never mind.
No.
No,
That shit was happening.
the second he had it, he could figure out who was the kid. He just
Right.
needed the kid.
It's okay.
Anyways, bringing it back. Now I have to handle this.
How can we help?
We have to handle this.
You have to handle this. Really.
Yes.
It's
I don't recall you in the vision.
I'm the one who gave Spara the tears. I want to fix this.
Kind of points to Chloris. I thought you were nobodies. At least one of you thinks that way.
Not nobody.
Well, we failed. Let's admit it. Let's be real.
That's not in question.
I saw something, maybe. I don't think he has felt love. What Eos? And I think he's testing us. So if we can show we're worthy, this is it.
Respectfully, 6 people aren't going to change the mind when he's reviewing 6 billion.
Mistakes were
None
made.
of this.
How do we
Yes.
fix it?
I don't know. You kind of hear a voice from the Bayou Cove. I know. As Artigan kind of struggles to get up. His arm still shattered as he's kind of unsteady as he stands up.
I would help him.
We don't. That's game over. We lost. I don't know
This is
why
good.
he didn't start the end already.
If it's over, what did you release?
He called us mortal. He's curious.
It's a matter of time.
Immortals have changed.
It's a matter of time before he continues.
Oh, the three, Sparrow and the Death Knight, when I first met y'all, and the other guy, the dragon, that to test them. I'm assuming us or
Oh,
like
everyone.
huh?
I wouldn't be surprised if that dragon is burning a village right now.
Probably, but he said to test us in times of strife, gaze upon their reactions. Maybe that's
He
why
said he
hasn't
wants to
started.
extinguish hope.
Artigan kind of leans against you, Cove. You're right. He's curious. He wants to know if this world is worth saving or worth starting over.
This isn't the world he was previously in. The gods don't
No.
still walk the world.
They don't.
Which means we have time to figure out what to do. If there is an option, we need to find it.
We
can't
need
let her out.
allies. And we need resources.
Is the empty locket still here? Or did it shatter?
Empty locket is still there. It's just dormant.
I'm gonna pick it up. Do I feel like the runes are...
It's gone. It's just a fucking piece of metal. Very nice metal, but it's just a piece of metal. There's no magical essence to this thing at all.
I know out of everybody, every decision you do is calculated or seen something. Why did you release them? Why did you say you need us? What did you see?
I saw stars. No, the sigil. They were everywhere, and it's all there was. You see Zarek kind of... Go ahead, Kurt.
It's just Zarek. We've recently learned about the Luminous Guardians. I hope you're not the only one.
No, I'm
Who's
not.
Asterix?
Hmm?
Who's Asterix?
I'm sorry. What is? I'm sorry.
In the vision, you saw the Emperor fight with a person who started with an E.
Esvit.
Oh,
We
saw the
old
that
Emperor.
that wasn't Zarek. That was the old Emperor. That was
Okay,
the old
okay,
Emperor. Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm. This is just world knowledge that you would know, Cloris, if you've read a book. Esvit was a drow wizard that killed the World Council some 500 years back. Esvit is the reason why the Empire even exists. Zevel, who's known as the Great Unifier, combined two countries together with allies and military and went against this spellcaster. So Esvit was a guy who tried to take over the world.
Ivan the Conqueror.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But Zarek does kind of answer. He goes, Esvit and my ancestor fought. It was with their clash that the Tears of Laufey were lost. Artigan tracked them to the Feywild where, well, you all know what happened.
He looks over. Artigan sent you there as well.
I sent Artigan there. But yes.
Okay.
Artigan and I have been working together for quite some time to join the fight, but well, Tenebrae is reeling. They lost their leader, but they won't be for long. This is not the time, and he kind of looks to Yana, who's just kind of crying over Artorias' body. He's breathing, but he's unconscious.
Oh, I'll go dump a cure wounds first level into him.
He's alive. He's alive. He's just unconscious.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
still
this
dump
shit-
a cure wounds in him.
Yeah, mechanically he's at full hit points. It doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he
Unfortunately.
was unconscious.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cure wounds
You
is
got mentally
wounds.
lost.
It's not a. We got it like cure wounds is cure wound, like a bleed. It's not like heal.
Got it. Sorry.
You all. We need to regroup somewhere safe.
Is
Give
there
me an
such a
insight check.
place?
Anything for you, AJ. That's my favorite check to do.
Wonder why.
I don't even know why I'm rolling for Zeta's gonna
Lost
get it.
15. Fucking dickhead. I hate skill expert. It's so dumb. It's a dumb feat.
Oh no. I
32!
did it.
Why the fuck not? Oh, suck a dick, dude.
I did roll an 18 to fall in love with Eric. So. Yeah, 18.
On a 32 and 24, that's some bullshit, dude. That's really some bullshit. You see that he's not really upset. More so, it's kind of like the green part of his brain has taken over, the inquisitive side, and it's like, okay, I'm running the numbers in my head. This plan A failed. Plan B can't work. Plan C doesn't work. Plan D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Going through all of them. You see, it's very calculated.
Is there any
Perhaps
way
we
you
should
can
go
be
back to
resealed?
Lenara and see if she can answer any or figure out what we should do now.
We don't have the time to wait for another full moon. We don't know how long he's going to be entertained by watching people stuff up.
I mean, we also watched him dematerialize the most powerful man we've run into, other than perhaps Zarek.
Valgadinor, I need you to head back to the Empire. Find his whereabouts and keep eyes on him. Keep a distance. Get the other Guardians in and set up patrols. Anyone sees him, I hear about it. You six, the remains. You're coming with me. And he just starts making his way out of the room.
Where?
Someplace
Doesn't
safe.
matter if we're going.
I'm just following.
I'm
Let's go
bringing Artigan
bring
with me. Unless
bring
he does
Artigan
something.
with us. Yep.
Yeah, no, he's coming with me. I'm following him.
As you eight begin to leave, you see Zarek kind of gets towards the large entrance. There are a couple of secretaries and members who work here that are more confused than worried as they see the Emperor walking, they see U6 walking, the Heroes of Aura, and they just run their way into the antechamber and see Yana and Artorias. As Zarek continues moving on, you see that at the final door that leads outside, you see his hands begin to glow with Arcanum as he casts a spell over it, and then opens the door, not to outside, but into what looks to be a foyer. It is black and white tile floor, large long table. There's a couple of stairs that lead upwards. It's similar to a spell that you have cast, Cove. As he kind of opens it and makes his way in. You see, he just kind of walks very casually up the stairs and opens one of the doors into what is a study area. As he kind of sits in, it's a very modest study, nothing really full of grandeur. As he just kind of opens the shelves and starts pulling things out of here and placing them on the table. And it's stacks and stacks and stacks of papers. What are you six doing as you make your way following this individual?
Does he sit down?
He's not sitting down. You see even Artigan has left your side, Cove, and is talking with Zarek. They're kind of... You see that they're having this, not debate, but this conversation about a plan. What are you six doing among each other?
On the desk, what do the papers say?
The papers are organized based off of both location, kind of points of interest, as well as people. You do see that there is a set of parchment that is labeled at the top with a small little inkwell, the remains. And kind of just looking at it, it's stacks and stacks of papers.
He's been watching us. So I'm gonna go over to Marzina actually. So I don't know what's going to happen next. And we can point blaming fingers all we want to anybody, but that doesn't matter right now. Right now is what we do next. And I need to know that if at one point we have to fight his guardians, whatever he dismayed, we might have to fight what's left of your brother. There's nothing
Wait.
left of it.
We don't know that, Cove.
Marzina, it took magic beyond all of our understanding to even attempt to bring you back from a dream state you were in. We watched your brother, something that you missed, change. If we have to fight him, I need to know that you are on our side. This is more than just you and your brother, it's the world.
I understand that. Believe me, I do. I'm not just gonna go try and fight my brother because you saw something. I trust you, but we do not know the full story right now. If it comes to
Paper
it,
slams on the desk.
Can I slam my staff down too?
Okay.
Because I was like, stop it. Behave. Both of you.
I'm going to make one thing very clear. If I bring you on, I bring you all on with the understanding that your petty family does not matter. If you hesitate for a second, and he looks at Marzina, but not just her, at the rest of you, we will all die. And then his eyes narrow back at you. So help me. If you get in my way, I will gun you down. Do you understand me?
yes.
For thousands of years, the Guardians have lied hidden. Our numbers aren't vast, but what we lack in quantity, we make up in quality. Tenebrae, meanwhile, is the opposite. They have nearly an army full of spellcasters, but I'd bet mine against theirs any day. I had been watching you all since you first crossed paths with Tenebrae in Ormond, nearly 2 years ago now. We had an inside man, or so we thought. He turned against us, and then we lost communication with him. For now, it seems his own ambitions are what he wants, and his head kind of looks to Bartholdi. I'm sure you're going to face him soon. The prince...
Did you?
No, he was working with Tenebrae for us, and he left. Left both sides.
Yeah, something else is going on too. I don't know
Whatever
what, though.
Vaxlim's concern is, it's not mine. I don't think he's an enemy, but I don't think he's an ally in this fight. Artigan and I have been conferring. You all, against all odds, saved the princess, and then from there you took down the prince. 2 blows against Tenebrae. That caught our attention. Like I said, I thought giving you all the tears would be the confirmation that we needed to prove that you all could be brought in, but I guess it doesn't matter now. I'll be frank. We don't have any information. The resources we have among us are considerable, but without knowing the Eternals' next moves, we can't plan for anything. Artigan, stay the course. You have yours, I have mine, they need to have theirs. Agadinor is back at home, back in the Empire. He's going to gather the Guardians and formally have a meeting. One with all of us for the first time in a while. I'd like you all to be there, if you're so willing.
Yes.
That was pretty quick in the response, so I'll say it again. When we do this, and his head turns to Cloris, you're not nobodies. If this is not something you can do, then back out now. You said you wanted to help, this is your chance to help. If even a single one of you lacks conviction, then you will bring all of us down. I know that's a lot,
What I have to do to help.
so I'll give you all some time to think it over. You, and he kind of points to Marzina, you're going to need some rest. You're going to be feeling pretty woozy for a while.
How
Quite
long?
frankly, all of you need rest.
What do you mean by woozy and what do you mean by a while?
The Eternal can control creation itself. If it so wills you not to exist, then you won't. You felt a small fragment of that.
Hey, thank you very much for bringing me back. Very much appreciate it. Okay. Cool.
Meet me in Zargos. Get to the capital of the Empire, and we'll talk
We can
then.
go there. We can go there tomorrow.
Like I said, meet me at the capital. If you can get there fast, great. If not, great. But when you arrive at the capital, I need to know if you're standing with me or if you're walking away.
AJ, would I know that for teleport, if I'm shown like a picture of the place that has a monument, would that be enough for me to know I need to be there?
Familiarity, bro. Familiarity.
We have
Cloris
Orpheus
has been
on
there.
his way. So
Orpheus is on his way.
Cloris has been there and lived there.
You also got to understand, he's not worried about you getting there fast or not. He's worried about you getting there with an answer.
we need the
Zarek
time
is
to rest
essentially
anyway.
giving you this option. Hey, if you come to the capital, you're ready to stand with me against the Eternal. If you can't, you're either ready to stand with me or you're ready to walk away and let me and my Guardians handle this. That's the option that you're given here. He's not saying, yeah, come to the capital whenever you can or come immediately and give me an answer. He's like, you need to figure out who you want to be and then come find me.
I have a dumb question. Is
I
it
have
like
a dumb answer.
Thank you, AJ. Is it like
No
if we
problem.
show up to the capital, next day we fight in the Eternal?
No,
Or-
it's essentially
It's a
if you come to the
self-imposed timeline on when we need to say we fight or we are gonna leave that to y'all.
Right.
So
Fight, or we're hoping you can do this for us.
yeah.
We need to
It's-
fight.
So
This
we
is-
can take a few days to rest and recuperate and talk, and there's no penalty. We're okay.
Thank you, AJ.
And
Which
and
we
who's
need.
and who's coming to us right now? You said Orpheus?
Orpheus is going to
heading
Fergaria. He's going to
to-
Fergaria. He's going to stop in
and
Fergaria.
then-
He's going to let you know when he lands in Fergaria, and then he's going to go to the Empire.
Yeah, because it's been like less than 12 hours.
Yes, Bartholdi.
Derek. Saw a vision regarding Vaxilim. Maybe I can bring him to our side.
No. Whatever you and your boys' beef is, he's not going to let that go.
Let's see.
For what it's worth. I think you guys are capable. I do. I didn't get rid of those obstacles in your path because I didn't think you could handle them. But I did it because I wanted to show you that I wanted to help. Even in some small degree, if I could make the path a bit less bumpy.
Thank you for that.
Sorry, we let you down.
You didn't let me down.
It's not your mistake, it's mine.
It doesn't matter whose mistake it is. You need to find a solution.
That's right. Artigan, you see the Lich kind of just grabs the elbow, or kind of the upper where the tricep would be, as the rest of the arm elbow down is falling off. Yes. Keep on the search. We need to find another fragment. Artigan goes, yes, sir. Zarek finally sits down for the first time and just kind of... Leave me, please.
Leave.
I won't turn and just leave the room. He doesn't know where to go. Like, no fault.
Is there anything you six want to do before you leave, or do you all just head out?
You head out, but I want to talk to Cove on the way out.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm
Gotta get stock. So
I'll just
Cove
pick
and
the
there.
sword up. I'm not tuning to it right now, but I just put it back in the scabbard.
Oh, well, yeah, you need.
I want to do something when I've had a short rest, but that's it.
Okay. You got it.
I'm just
I
gonna take a little
will
look at
ask
Argan.
whoever has Agni and Rudra if I could have them.
I think that's actually Marzina.
I don't know who
She's the
took
one
them.
who did it.
Go for it.
Well,
Have them,
then
yeah.
I'll-
Go
Honestly,
for it.
I think it'd be fun if Kurt walked in on Marzina and Cove, and they're
Walked in. We're all
Thing.
walking together right now.
Walking
Yeah.
on what?
Does
I don't know.
Argan
Anyone
look
else?
like he wants to? Does Argan look like he wants to talk to us, or is he staying here?
No,
with
he's
it?
staying with Zarek. They're both
Okay.
part of the Luminous Guardians.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let him think of. Go, we'll go.
Okay. Margina and Cove.
Every Dunson. I understand what you are trying to say, and I understand I was also knocked the fuck out, so I didn't see everything. However, what I have understood is that we're not supposed to be losing hope right now. We're not supposed to have our hope extinguished, and I will keep carrying the hope that there is something to do, that maybe we don't have to kill Spyro. If it comes down to it, I will do what I have to do, even if that means hurting my brother. But I'm not just going to do that. Like, I see him, stab him. No. Thank you. Kurt, sorry about these
Hey.
daggers. Here you go.
AJ,
Thank you.
AJ. So after Sparrow transformed, I'm assuming his expression went like
Yep.
expressionless.
Yep.
And void.
Yep.
Arzina,
Well, if
I
you're not winning that
understand.
fight, leave it. I tried twice.
I just need to make sure of something. I understand he is your brother. I understand that decision. I really do. I'm not asking you to go out and hunt him. But there might be a situation where he stands in our path. From what I saw from that transformation, that's not your brother anymore. That's just a body.
You don't know
If that
me.
was me, I would want you to kill me to steal the Eternal.
Discovery. You're my friend, and I care about you, but you are not Sparrow. All right? I love all of you, and I understand, especially like last few days, I have been really shitty and just not holding myself accountable, and I was too busy justifying my actions. I am sorry I betrayed you all and all of y'all trust, but I hurt you guys. I don't want to hurt you again. I don't want to hurt Sparrow. If I have to, I will, but I really don't want to. And if there's actions we can take to avoid that, I hope we can pursue those actions.
There's only one possible way that I can think of to get your brother out of this alive. And that's if we conceal the Eternal, whatever effect on him goes away. And that chance, I don't even know what it is. All I need to know is that if the time comes, you will be on our side. Because if you start healing him when we are about to win the fight, if you try to talk to him when he's trying to kill us,
Did you listen
he
to
might.
anything I said? Discovery?
I did.
Did you listen to anything I said? I've already admitted 3 times I'm willing to kill my brother. Can you just listen?
All right.
Marcina storms off.
Okay. As you all leave this demi-plane, as you kind of approach back into it's the same doors, but exiting out does take you to the city. There are people kind of crowded around the castle, and you see kind of the knights are at guard, kind of ushering everyone away, kind of calming them down, but seeing a dragon enter into the castle and nothing else occur definitely calls for concern. What are you all doing? Where are you going? As you're currently, I'll show where everyone's at. Where are you all going?
Keep?
I think probably the keep. I guess we have
Okay.
a discussion.
Okay.
We'll just all go to the main room of the keep, wherever there's like a dining table or whatever, and sit down there.
Okay.
Probably one of the first times we've actually sat down for a dinner.
Walking back to the keep, you see that many, if most, if not all, of the citizens of this city are not panicking, but on the verge of doing so. There's confusion and there's concern among people. You see that there's a heavy night presence as people are questioning, well, is the queen safe? Where's the king consort? Where are so and so and what's happening? They see you all kind of walking, looking tore up and beat up from your previous encounters, kind of pointing and gesturing and looking and saying, well, those are the heroes of Ormond. They'll save us. They took care of Arreos. They'll take care of this. And it kind of permeates as you all make your way throughout the different alleys of the city streets, through the main roads, and back to your keep. As you all kind of sit down, your weights, all of the weight in your shoulders dropping from exhaustion. As you all sit here, kind of leaning forward or leaning back, just trying to stop the aching bones. This is a short rest. So, Cloris, you said you wanted to do something.
I want to talk to Bortoli for a quick second, and then I want to do something in private.
Okay.
Hey.
You need to trust me more.
Why? Because you wanted to follow the thing that's going to destroy this entire planet through a portal to who knows where?
I wasn't going
Or-
into it.
You were following him. What do you mean?
I wanted to do something quickly, but that guy, he needs
Other guy.
to discover whatever he is, or it, entity. It needs to discover the human love, like I did. It doesn't understand the concept, but I'm sure if it was to understand it, it will not destroy anything so pure. At least that's my thought.
I agree with you, but I
But the
think our actions
bickering?
have to be what dictate that, not just anything it could read from what we've already experienced.
True.
People in this town call us the good guys, but other people might not feel that way. We don't know the true gravity of anyone's feelings towards us unless they tell us. You know what I'm saying?
And we need to show it, and we need to stand together, because this bickering, it's not gonna help us. It's exactly what he wants to see.
You're right. He gets up. I need to go take care of something then. And he's gonna go and find Cove and Marzina.
Okay. So, Cloris, you said you want to do something in private. What do you want to do?
I want to cast Scrying. I want to
Okay.
use my short rest, get my 5th level slot back.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Scrying. And I'm gonna cast
On.
it Baba Yaga.
Okay. Let me pull up her character sheet because or her stat block. I don't believe she can be detected by divination. Let me double check. Yeah, I think
I
there's
would
something in there
try.
specifically for
I
sure.
think so.
With
I
Because your
know if
costume's
it works,
around,
it
that's not-
works, but I don't think she can be detected by. It
Because
specifically says.
she has my hair. That's why I'm doing it.
I know, but I just don't think
Yeah.
she can be. Let me check if she can be
You
detected
put that
by
in her soup and ate it months
divination.
ago.
Let's see. Crone speech, crone sight, grandmother's teeth. No, what the fuck is it?
Ugh.
Yes, here. Yeah, she cannot be detected. She cannot be affected
Okay.
by any divination spells.
Could-
Unfortunately, it specifically says spells.
Okay.
Do you have an ability?
There's no ability like that.
There's no ability. Okay.
I will try something different then.
Okay.
Because I know where the portal is, right? To the Feywild.
Portals to the Feywild open and close all the time. That was the only
yes.
one that y'all went into
Okay.
that opened for
Okay.
that long.
Okay. Alright, I will have to. I wanted to talk to Art again. Did I get my tuning fork?
His arm is gone right now at the moment, but you know where
yeah.
you can find him.
Priorities.
Well, that was my try. That was my brilliant
Yeah.
plan.
Good try, but she can't be. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunate.
Alright. That's my try.
All right. Bartholomew, Mare, and Cove.
We're gonna have a conversation, and when we're done talking, we're gonna stop fighting about this conversation altogether. Do we have an understanding?
Yeah.
You messed up. That happened. That's okay. I know that you care about your brother. I know what that's like. I care about Vaxilon in the same regard. I don't want him to die. I don't want to have to kill him. Given half a chance, I would throw my life away for his. Looks around for Cloris. Don't tell Cloris that. Stop being hard on her, Cove. You've made mistakes too. You're not innocent. None of us are. Give her a chance. Actions speak louder than words. Give her a chance to prove there's merit in what she's saying to you.
I
Just
know.
slap her
I'm
down
not
every time she has a thought.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
That's how it's coming across.
You're not helping your case. Stop. Are we good? We are a family. Sparrow, technically, by association, is part of that family, even though he screwed us over. The person we're going to have trouble stopping is Yuri, because he's been wronged in this situation. And that's fair for him to feel that way.
I'm gonna talk to him.
I think you should.
I
When you
didn't
have
want to do it
time.
in front of everyone because it didn't feel appropriate.
It wouldn't be genuine to him if you did either.
I know. That's why.
Stop fighting. This is what it wants.
Discovery. I love you. I trust you. If I have to kill Sparrow, I will. But please know, Kurt and I saw him before, like, we got all, like, whooped and teleported. He is regretful. He told me he messed up. I have to believe there is some hope that he is fighting this and he doesn't want this. I know you like to prepare for the worst. I try to prepare for the best. Or not prepare for the best, but I hope for the best.
That is one of the things you bring to the group, which is an amazing thing. And I wasn't trying to drill into your head that you had to do this. I guess I was trying to make the idea easier because he might not be there. But that's not fair for me to do either.
It's been like 1 hour since I've seen him and then also had him ripped out of my arm. So yeah, but things will be okay. And again,
Marzina?
Discovery, Bartholdi, I am sorry for turning on you guys. And
No more
just,
sorries. It happened. It's done.
I will rebuild this trust. I promise.
Good enough for me. Is that
Right
good
now?
enough for you?
I know whatever grievances we have with each other do not matter. We need to trust each other. This needs to be done. We are all family and we're going to do this together. If anyone does not wish to, they are welcome to stay behind. No judgment will be cast. For those who are willing to fight, we are in this together. No matter what. We must ask Kurtiri.
I have to go do rounds, but I do want to talk
sure.
to Yuri later. I'm
For
so
sure.
sorry.
Okay. We'll call it good there.
Anything
Glad we have
you
an
six want to
understanding.
do?
I want to get everybody together
Mhm.
so that we can do well, there's a team discussion that we need to have, and I think it needs to be unanimous. Are we doing this?
I think we have to. This is what I think. It's up to you guys what you want to use, but I'm in.
Depends on how we go about it. If you guys keep bickering, I'm leaving. I have
That
no.
won't happen anymore. We're good. I'm on the side of humanity. He'll take the sword out and put it on the table. That's my choice. Horse made a really good point to me. What's stopping him from destroying everything already? What is he waiting for? It's clear he has the power to do it. Even the mightiest beasts bow before him like they're nothing.
I have always believed that the strongest power is love. So, I want to show him.
I'm not sure if that's a possibility of working, but it could. Anything's possible at this point.
There's one thing we do know, and we do know it because he told us. He wants to test them. He's challenging us. He's not just us, like everyone. That's what he wants. He's made champions and he wants them to extinguish hope. That's how we show, at least delay if we take out the champions, that's what he wants. He's indifferent to whether or not he destroys everything or he doesn't, is the problem. We don't need to convince him. We need to make it known.
Prove
Do you
that
get
it's
what
worth
I'm saying?
surviving. Yeah, worth living.
That's right.
And that we have changed from what he last experienced. Or it, maybe, because I don't know if it has.
Exactly.
gender,
We need to
but-
prove that we're different from the world we saw in the vision.
The thing is the world really different? Wars are waged every day. When people are at their lowest, some do good, some steal and kill. I hate to be the pessimistic one of the group, but I think there is only a matter of time before he realizes why are we worth saving?
You are not wrong, but do you realize how lucky you guys are? Humans? You aren't created. I don't have whatever you're supposed to have. You're created, and how are you created? Out of love. Whatever happened, it was mostly of love. And that's how we band together.
Even if he sees love, I've heard many stories of a wife or husband murdering the other out of rage. I've heard stories of of that love fading. If he's looking at all of mankind, so much is dark. It is good. There is so much worth exploring. But that's not what he's looking for. He's looking for the dark. He's looking for the reason behind it all, not the reason to be saving.
Unfortunately, I feel like we're assuming a lot about his motives. Maybe that's not what he cares about at all. Like, this is a being that was created to end battles against gods. Maybe he doesn't even think on the same level. Maybe good and evil mean different things. I don't know if we can assume that the seedy parts of humanity is what's gonna deter him. I don't know if we can make that assumption.
I think if
That's
we
a
all
good
we
point.
know all we know right now is that he wants to extinguish hope. And we know how we can stop that. He has assigned people to do that, and we can fight against them. They aren't him.
That's a good point. He also mentioned he wants to see what we do in strife. He wants to see what we do at our lowest. One thing we need to do is wherever his champions leave destruction in their way, if we can make sure that those places rebuild better than before, come back out of the misery and into new hope. That might look. We're scrambling for answers. We honestly do not know enough about either side to make the plan ourselves. I wish we could. I wish I could think of a way of how could we stop this. Maybe we can just ask a dog to do what Luffy did, but that's asking someone to kill themselves for the sake of everybody else. The decision we need to make now. Do we stand and fight? Or hope it works itself out? Are we the remains? The last line of defense? When everything is gone, everyone is dead. We are the ones who are there. Is that who we are? Are we nobodies?
Pat is gonna look to Yuri. You've been awful quiet. What are your thoughts?
It's a bit selfish to assume that he's looking at us.
Looking at humanity.
And everybody.
Well, I'm glad you're such an optimist, Cloris. But One thing I do believe is that shit's going to get worse way more than it's going to get better. He wants to see what it looks like after he burns down a city. He's going to burn down a city first. And usually that comes with riot and pillaging. At some point you kind of have to just accept that a lot of this is out of our hands. I'm not saying do nothing. Let's not overestimate our influence on everyone. Much less this thing.
Let's take the most pragmatic approach here, since you're not into the optimistic show humanity kind of. I get it. He has sent out generals. There's generals. We can fight them. We don't have to fight him. And that is something we can do in the here and now. Does that make sense?
I think before that we need to meet up with Zarek. Let him know we're in the fight. Because if we just go around fighting whoever we're fighting, then we might not really be helping. We might just be an annoyance to Euros, and then if we become an annoyance enough, we are gone. And it might be the best to be part of the plan instead of destroying the champions, because there might be a way to save Marzina's brother.
Let's start with what we can do. We don't even need to start with the champions. We can start with the remains of the Tenebrae. They're already half dead without their leader. And I'm sure that the Emperor and Ardigan have some information about where they have any strongholds. They may have more information there. More information about what this thing is, what it's capable of. If they know how to summon it, they may know how to unsummon it. We're not going to be able to just wait around, waiting for the first sign of some golden misted dragon over a city.
Well, we already know what's probably the next plan for us. They mentioned it before we left. We're all not fully armed. We are going. They're going to send us to collect more fragments. Marzina has one. Bartholdi has one. Kurt has one. 3 of us do not have the weapons required to probably even harm the champions. That's probably what they're going to send us to do.
Well, I hope Fragaria has some good magic shops, because I don't think I have much use for my rainy day fund anymore.
It's a rainy. No, I'm not going to do that.
So, what I was trying to get at with this conversation, and I would like everybody to give a yay or nay, are we going back to Zarek and telling him we're in?
Real quick, AJ, what kind of table are we sitting on? Is it like a long table? Is it a round table? What is it?
There is a long table. It's like a rectangle.
Okay. Kobe's gonna take out his grimoire and put it on the table. I'm in.
I'm in.
Absolutely.
Yuri, Cloris.
We'll take off my cap, throw it on the table, and leave.
I'm going to be dumb, and I'm going to follow Yuri.
Okay.
I will throw down my staff. looking at Vitoli. May we win.
I fear we can't afford to lose. I think he'll kind of stroke her cheek. We'll show him what love looks like. Don't worry about that. For now, I'd say we go and start collecting the tools we're going to need to accomplish this. And restore hope to the people who have lost it where we can, because that's what he's after. I don't know about the rest of you, but I would rather die with my head held high than walking around than with my back turned.
A really dumb question as Dasha.
Mhm.
I don't know if I can roll an insight check on this, but like throwing your hat down on the table, does that mean you're joining us or you're not?
I mean, I threw it on top of everyone else throwing their shit on the table.
Bro, she got a plus
Okay.
15 to insight, bro.
That's-
You gotta spill the beans. She got a plus 15 to insight and a passive 25 insight.
Also,
Like, come on, bro. Let's
Uh,
be real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's
you're
be
not
real
gonna
about
get
it.
out of it.
You're not getting out of it, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
What?
She got you like a
Maybe
fucking
she'll roll
book,
away.
bro.
Maybe.
I don't
but
know
she
what you
doesn't
are,
usually
bro.
probably get away.
just want clarification.
I threw my hat on the table that everyone else is throwing all their crap on.
Does that mean that you're joining? I think that does. I hope it does.
A begrudging sure.
Yes. Okay.
But Marzina and Yuri,
Man,
what are you doing?
Marzina has a plus 15. Marzina has like a plus 1.
I'm bad at social situation.
I just want to find some liquor.
Yuri starts walking out. Marzina, you go. What are you doing? You catch up to him.
Yuri, I know you don't want to talk to me, and that's so fair. You don't have to say anything, but I would like to give you a proper apology, and you don't have to forgive me. This isn't me like trying to indebt myself to you.
You already apologized.
To me, it
let's
was a
not do it
really
again.
shitty apology where I was trying to justify my actions, and I want to hold myself accountable. You don't have to forgive me. I'm not going to try and make you forgive me, but I fucked up. I really hurt you. I didn't realize how much I hurt you, and I'm sorry for betraying you, for betraying everyone in the remains. I hope I can rebuild the faith you once had in me. I know actions speak louder than words, and I am working on the actions bit, but you said some people aren't worth trying for. And you know what? Maybe. I'm sure there are definitely cases for that, but you're worth fighting for. And so is everyone in the remains. Fuck it, I'm worth fighting for, and I'm gonna try my best to fix this.
Apology accepted.
Insight check. Does he actually believe it? I'm so powerful.
That's
He
the
said a little
problem.
bit after being almost unmade.
Fuck.
Her minimum beats you, bro.
I know. You don't have to.
I did. 19.
I think that everything is acknowledged, but there are walls that have been put up. Yeah.
I'm glad you're staying with us to deal with the mistakes I've made. I do really appreciate that, and I'm really glad you're still here with us.
That's my job.
Well, I'm glad it's your job then. leave you alone now, but I'm here if you need anything.
I will be sure to keep that in mind.
Thank you. I head back.
Okay. After this conversation, what are you guys doing?
I think I would probably eventually find Yuri with his hat. I would take his hat from the table and try to like go return it, I guess. So, do I find you in like the wine cellar of the place?
I think we're back. We're back in the city. I think at this point, I am down on the beach with a bottle of some kind, boots off, just kind of sitting in the surf.
Do you say I find them, or do I need to roll see if I?
No, you can
make
find
it
them. It's your keep, y'all. You can go up top and then fucking check it out.
there? Okay. So, and I also have the tower, which I can, I
Yep.
guess, look at it.
Mhm.
I'll find them, sit down quietly next to him, and just hold out his hat towards him.
Let's take it and just kind of lay it in the sand. I already got the spiel from one of you. Come to say your piece.
I guess you could say that. I know that you kind of got roped in and all this. I guess in the way we all did in a different way. You and Kurt are the newest. No one would blame you if you didn't join us. I'm happy that you chose to do so, at least for now. Just know that it's really been a privilege to get to know you and to fight by your side.
I'll be honest, I try not to like you, but it's hard. Thank you.
But we'll kind of do that thing where like he just holds out his fist like this, you know, when you got guys do like this bump. We'll just hold it up.
Just knock it with the brandy or whichever.
I don't know what the future holds. But if we're going into a fight, let's give them hell.
We're so stupid.
What did you say?
We're so stupid. You're stupid. They're stupid. I'm stupid.
Yeah, but sometimes it's half the fun. But we'll get up.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? I'll say you take a long rest. Marzina,
Okay.
your charisma goes up 1.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
So you need seven long rests to get back to your full charisma
AJ,
score.
I fully thought it was going to be permanently at 7.
Nope.
Oh, you're
It's
such a good
it's
man.
long
Thank you.
1 level per long rest.
Every time Marzina sleeps, she just gets like
The
slightly
higher
less
ability
likely.
score you have, the worse it is.
yeah, if it hit your wisdom, that would take
It halves
10.
it halves your ability score.
Jarlin had that, but way worse. But that was
Imagine if it hit
that
strength.
was,
you need
that was a more
1.
specific fuck you. So let's be fair.
So what are you 6 doing is you get a long rest finally. You wake up the next morning, kind of still silence echoing throughout the manor. What do you all want to do? As far as you know.
I want to scry on Sparrow.
Okay. Explain to me what you're doing.
Okay, first, who's
It's
awake?
such a bad idea.
Who's awake?
Don't tell me.
I feel like Kova's the last to wake up. I have 3 levels of
People are
exhaustion
awake.
now down to 2.
Okay. She's like gonna walk into the kitchen, I assume, see her and be like, listen, this is probably a dumb idea, but I'm voicing them and listening actively beforehand. I think I'm gonna scry on Sparrow. Bad I think we could learn more information. I want to make sure he's okay.
You asking answers the question.
So I shouldn't.
If you ask and I tell you no, are you going to listen this time?
Yes.
And I don't think you should.
Okay. She'll put her little like mirror ball away. Okay. Good talk. Listening. Yay. I'm gonna try and bully Kurt or Bartholdi into sparring with me because I don't know how the fuck to use a sword. You're welcome to join, but you don't have to.
Don't think I will.
Walks away.
Okay. I'm gonna expedite the next. How long are y'all staying in Ormond? What is your guys' plans for the foreseeable future?
Fuck.
I think Cove needs to sleep.
I need to talk to Cove.
I was gonna prepare to spell either teleport or magic circle and get us right on the boat so we can immediately turn that boat to go to.
It's going the right direction. It's going the right
direction. If you just wait, it's gonna stop in Fragaria and then go. It is going in that direction. It has cargo on it, so unless you want to stop the cargo and go straight to the Empire and steal cargo from the Brass Cauldron, which you could do, it's on its way there. You guys already commanded it to go to Fragaria and then specifically go to the Empire.
Okay, so. Okay, then.
Just so I have it clear, sorry. Did Zarek say, because I thought I heard Zarek say he wants to meet us in the Empire tomorrow, like today.
No. He specifically said, no. He specifically said, get your shit together. When you have an answer and when you find your conviction or you find that lack thereof, let me know. If you're joining me, then join me. But you better be ready to throw fucking hands. You better be 110% in. Because if you're 90% in, you're not getting in through these gates. That's basically what he told y'all. He was like, either come correct or don't come at all. So if you come, you gotta come 100%. If you don't, stay the fuck outside of my city.
Then we can probably go.
Yeah, because he cannot risk us being any amount.
Not gonna have anyone who half-asses it. He's not gonna have a single person who's there to be there. You gotta understand from his point of view, he's like, okay, there's this thing that's out here. Fuck y'all. I don't care about you six. I care about this dude. If y'all prove me right and are capable of helping me, then I will work with you to the ends of the earth. But if I'm putting in 100 and collectively y'all are not putting 90, I'm not doing this. So y'all as a group need to figure out, like Kurt said, yay or nay, are y'all as a group doing this or are you not? Because if you go see Zarek and you let him know we're here, you're there. You're in it.
Okay. Do we know
As
how
he said,
long...
he will cut us down.
I also have a question.
He was like, if you get in my way, I'm not hesitating. I'm taking you out. You are not going to be an obstacle for me.
No, I heard all that. I have a question regarding, did he kind of like imply to settle our affairs before we met up with him? Because that was like, we're doing some shit?
He basically,
okay, cool.
he literally said he was, because they don't know what the fuck the timetable of EOS is. They don't know what dude is doing or what his lieutenants are doing or whatever the fuck is going on.
They're trying to figure
They
it out.
are in the prepping stage right now of figuring out, okay, who do we have at our disposal to work against this threat?
Gotcha. He also
And
did tell
essentially-
Artigan to stay the course, right, in front of us?
Exactly.
I do recall that as well. Okay.
And essentially, he's saying, if you guys are going to be that resource, cool. If not, walk away now.
How long is it going to take?
I'll be very honest. This is not a thing that you can half-ass. It's either y'all go in here, because Zarek, as the Emperor, the Luminous Guardians are not going to work with you if you come in there 50% in. They're not. They're not going to take that chance on you. They will not take that chance on you. So that's me as a DM telling y'all that. They will not. They will tell you to get the fuck out of our doors. We don't need people who don't want to work towards this. But I will expedite this time over 7 days or however long you want to rest here in Ormond and whatever you want to do. Bartholdi, I know you said you wanted to do something. What would you like to do?
Bart, we
Bart!
can't hear you, man.
Yeah, it's wandered off.
Or what does anyone else want to do? Or I will just, I assume, wait until Marzina is 100%. Or unless anyone else wants to do anything else. Yes, Marzina.
At some point, gonna send a message to Rymond, not Spyro. Hey, you and Kydor? Sorry, this is. I need some help.
I'm heading back soon. This is awkward.
Another sending. Yeah, sorry about that. Hope you're doing well. How soon is soon?
A few days?
AJ,
Are
is this-
you okay?
Is this like day 7 or is this like in the beginning?
It's wherever. Time is weird.
Okay. Okay, great.
Alright, let's go
Hopefully
range.
things will be okay. Physically and mentally, yes, fine. Please stay safe. Your friend, Marcy.
Fuck you.
Oh, it's cold world we
Oof.
live in.
Cold world.
It's cold world we live in.
And
It's
no one
cold
else
world.
knows you're broken up.
It's the cold world we live in. It's the
Did you
cold
say-
world.
Did she say let me know when you get back? I don't remember saying that. I intended for her to say that.
You have enough words to say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I take off my levels of exhaustion?
If we're staying full days, then yeah,
Okay. How long is it gonna take the boat to get to the Empire?
weeks.
Long time.
Oof.
We close
Um,
transport animals or plants.
Loris
We-
isn't in the
hold on.
Empire. She's been to somewhere else, but you would still have to get there. You couldn't probably get there within a day.
Also,
Nor do I
this
think
is
we
a,
should.
this is a possible question. I'm not sure if you could do this. We do know that we're gonna have to eventually find the other artifact. So do you want to call up Artigan and say, "Hey, can you get us there?" But I don't know. Bartholdi, I know you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
I need a sending spell, Cove.
Sure, Peter.
Thanks.
Here we go.
I think. Are we all standing there right now, or what's?
That's up to
going on?
y'all. It's literally up to y'all. This is over the course of multiple days.
All right, let's talk for a second. I'm bringing everybody down for a second.
Also, quick question: should we send the River King's daughter back home in case?
Just leave it alone, Cove. I have a feeling that
Okay.
if we are unsuccessful, it's not going to matter what we do.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Let's figure it out.
I think we should all go talk to Artigan and see if he can maybe lead us to some more of these. And he kind of taps his sword. If we're gonna really do this, then we should at least be equipped to do so. If not, chasing at least a few more of these will probably lead us to currency, which will allow us to buy anything we may need. I have a lot of money saved up, but I don't know if I have enough to really, cover all
If
the
I'm-
things we may need to cover.
If I'm understanding the dynamic right, I think maybe Artigan is one of the
He is.
Luminous Guardians. So
100.
if
100%.
I don't think he's gonna give us anything until we confirm that we are in. He's
Got it.
probably up there with them as we speak. I don't think he's at the academy.
Then
And I don't think
still, I guess.
Ascending will do it because he needs to hear from all of us. He can't risk spending resources to get us there if we're
That's
not
not what the
all
sending's
in.
for.
And unless I give everybody a turn with Sending,
No,
which
that's
could
not what
do.
the sending's for, Cove.
I know.
We need to get there in person. I think.
Okay.
Look,
will
if
say
there's a
this.
way that we can,
Over the course of this campaign, the party has been split on many different topics, many different paths, many different outcomes, many decisions that have been made. This is a decision that you all cannot be split on. It does not involve just you anymore.
Yeah. The world's at stake. It's not an overage.
We are in the end game. We are level 14. We are high tier. This is high tier gameplay. This is not something that you tag along for. This is something that all six, either, like Kurt said, it needs to be unanimous, or we don't go down this path and our story unfolds in a different way.
So are we gonna go down the list?
That's just me to you all.
and
Yeah. I guess I'll just say, like, if we're doing that, then we need to be 100%. A sure is not good enough. It needs to be a firm, determinate yes, no matter what the situation changes, no matter how bad it hurts to follow through. Anything less, and we're kidding ourselves. Unfortunately, even if it means hurting those we care about, he kind of looks at Marzina. It's not an unfair decision to say you don't want to do that, but
I'm doing it. I don't care. I want to fix this.
I know we all come from different backgrounds, different families, different whatever. If there's anything I've learned through the trials we've been together is the past, the grief, whatever has happened yesterday. You learn from it, and that is it. The past is gone. There's no changing what's been done. You must look at today and tomorrow. I'm in, because if we don't, we can't look at tomorrow, and it's all we have left at this point. Bo will take out a piece of paper, the same one he got, the magical undestroyable paper he got from Saga. And he's whatever the equivalent of like a trash can in this room, he's gonna throw it out. The past is done.
Why do I feel like AJ's DMing Aerith like the paper reappears in your pocket?
Oh, please do. Fucking do it.
Sorry.
I think I've made it clear. I am in with this.
I do have a question for you, Kurt. Are you allowed to make that choice? Because you're kind of spoken for, last I heard, for entirely someone else on a different plane of existence that may or may not have the same interest that we do. I don't think you've thought about
this. You all have told me what this thing can do. If the fire plane thinks that it's that it's safe from whatever this is, I think they are kidding themselves. The planes are linked. You can't wipe it all without getting rid of the elements. Those are things that come with it. it's this place. I don't know if this place is my home. I don't know if the fire plane is my home. I think you all are closest thing I've got to it. That's why I'm here.
Giving Kurt a hug.
Kind of puts his hand on your shoulder. I really needed to hear that. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you all.
I'm eyeing Yuri.
It's like the only one didn't speak to you. Everyone just
I'd rather not cheapen my actions with some cliche words. But if I didn't mean it, then I wouldn't be here.
Enough for me. Thanks, Yuri.
Need a perception check from everyone, please.
Anything for you, AJ.
There's a
That's
dragon
really
in the
scary
window.
hearing that right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, just like yell, it
I
takes
rolled-
too long.
Hold up. I need to roll again because I rolled disadvantage at reflex because of my exhaustion. So I need to roll again.
Cool moment. Dex save on the dragon breath.
Damn, y'all. Okay.
Can I use passive?
Ass.
Sure.
So
Bartholomew
bad.
14. Marzina, what's your passive?
Huh?
What's your passive? What's everyone's
15.
passive perception?
16.
16.
Okay, 16. Cove?
16.
Okay, cool.
Observant.
So everyone except Yuri, you're kind of lost in your own thought, just kind of taking in
Fitting.
the thoughts of the next steps. The rest of you see your housekeeper, Mana. She kind of approaches, kind of a towel folded in her arms. Hey babies, y'all gonna be any longer? Your guest is getting restless.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Tall fella.
That's a lot of
Any-
people.
Any
Chaos
more
has
know a
already
lot of
description?
started.
Kinda, red skin.
God fucking damn
He said he knew you.
Golden. Okay, let's go.
it.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Hope is
You
going very
guys
confused.
go, and
Guidance on myself.
4 of you do not recognize this figure. But Kurt, you do. You see kind of sitting in the foyer, leg crossed. They're wearing a halter top vest. It's kind of like a crop top. So it stops kind of right underneath the pectorals. It is long sleeved, kind of jagged in leather. Low rise pants with 2 blades to their side in their scabbard. Deep red skin, a fire genasi, and a long mane of hair that's dreaded and tied with beads and gold rings, piercings on the ears with elongated earlobes, and just
Old
a
is he?
scarred face. Older fire genasi, probably about it's like that elegant old man, not old man, but it's like that elegant older guy, like that silver fox, almost there.
I'll
You know what
take
I mean?
disadvantage.
Like Dad Silver Fox.
So old man, but still got
You see Cadmus just sipping on some of this tea that has been provided to him by Mana.
Cadmus. We have been expecting you, I suppose.
We're going
Right now?
now.
Everyone, this is Cadmus. Can I bring my friends? Is that...
That was kind of the whole idea.
Alright. Can I make an insight check on him? Does he seem angry with us?
Yeah, make an insight check.
No, yeah, this guy's weird. Who's this dude?
Odd.
Oof. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Chloris with us at all or no?
Yeah, she's with us.
Okay, slay. Just wanted to
Who
make
didn't
sure.
come?
That's
Everyone's here, I think.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's here.
Cadmus can be trusted. Everyone, this is what I told you about.
I was
Let's
told
go.
that you all were interested in meeting the Sultan of the Brass City. He has requested your all's presence immediately.
Okay.
Need to be the one to say this. It's an honor to meet him, of course. Are you aware of the current situation?
Current situation, past situation, future situation means no difference to me. My orders are to escort you to the Brass City, and I'll fulfill those orders out.
I feel like they know Cove.
You can give me an insight check.
Okay, slay.
Yeah, please. And you also have guidance right now. Because you said
I'm not gonna waste my guidance on an insight check. Oh no, 18 on guidance. Ugh.
You gotta understand. There are only two factions in the entire world that know of Eos.
Mm-hmm.
One is the Luminous Guardians, and one is Tenebrae. The rest of the world did not know he existed. The only other creatures that knew he existed were gods or primordial titans, because they were there.
Does your friend boss know about
Okay.
Eos?
I have a question real fast, actually.
Just
Sorry. Laura still got the 2 tuning forks to our plane and to Feywild, right?
Yeah, I'll say over the 7 days,
Um,
we'll just go ahead, because she's not here. We'll go ahead and say that she got 2 new forks.
in that case, he'll look over to Kurt. We owe him that much, at least. We have a few weeks before the ship gets where it needs to be. Let's hear what he has to say.
he has requested an audience, and Kurt looks looks to everyone. Just don't speak out of turn, and you will be fine.
Hope it's a quick
Cadmus,
audience.
if you would please.
Not. Unfortunately, we do have quite a ways to go. The journey there is, well, we have our own issues back at the Brass City. You catch
Oh.
Cadmus's eye, Kurt, and you've
Yeah.
seen this look a lot, even without an insight check. Just talking to this person for years on years on years, it's a look that's essentially don't push your luck. It's like, don't ask questions.
He just does a respectful head nod.
We're gonna have to make our way through the obsidian fields. Shouldn't be too long. Maybe be a 36-hour journey.
Oh,
We can spare that time.
Oh, that's much shorter than I thought. Very well.
Good thing we had an open timetable.
A really silly question. Is there any way we can take an hour to just stop by, grab like 12 health potions? No,
Over
it's
the time
totally an
period.
acceptable answer.
Kurt looks at Matt like,
We're past that.
please stop.
See, Cadmus's head just turns to you. Please
AJ,
get your
we
friends, Kurotu. I'll wait here until you're prepared. You have until dusk for us to leave. I trust I can find accommodations here.
Make yourself at home.
Housekeeper
I'm
will
gonna-
show you.
You see
I'm gonna
Mana, who's kind of been not in the conversation, but in the hallway. She kind of makes her way. She goes, "Come on, sugar. I'll show you your place." Kind of
I'm gonna
takes him out. Yes, Cove.
I would turn to my shoulder where there is the cactus. It's like, bring him some refreshments while he waits. Something, red. And the little
Fucking-
cactus will pop off. And like,
For sure. For sure.
probably traumatized from the last few days
Okay.
events.
What are you guys doing?
Do we have any party funds? And can we get everyone like 2 health potions? The greater
We
ones?
have 4,000 gold in party funds. 4,115.
I don't recall the price of health potions.
Yeah,
I
so
don't like.
healing
healing.
is standard healing. Yeah, let me pull it all up right here.
Like 250 for a standard.
A
Something.
greater?
A little bit less.
I
A
don't
little
even,
bit less.
I don't
I
even
think it's
know.
150 and 300
I
for
don't
greater.
know.
No, it's cheap. Healing is 50. Greater is 150. Superior is 500, and supreme is 1350.
Okay, 150. Can I take 1,800 gold pieces, buy health potions for us?
Would it be reasonable for a shop to have 6 superior healing potions? I doubt it, right? That's a
Like
lot.
superior,
Or supreme.
probably not, but also
Yeah.
Melvin.
Melvin,
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Melvin.
Yeah, Melvin can make them.
We need him today, though.
He can make them today. It's not a hard thing. It's just probably like 3 hours of dedicated time to craft one.
And he probably has a large stock to begin with. This is probably not as
For
many
sure.
as we're asking.
For sure.
So, how many potions are we getting for everybody?
Thinking 2 for each.
2 graders per.
Greater.
Greater, not superior,
Yeah.
greater.
Yeah.
Okay. So 12, so 1,800 for 2
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
So, done.
Out of the frying pan and into the literal fireplace.
Okay, we have 2,300 left. for
That's why
gold.
you're saying we die next session.
I'm gonna spend the time to swap attunement off of the Ring of Evasion and on the Armor of Fire Resistance. That I was given
so true for that one.
ages
So
ago.
true for that one.
From Marcina!
Also, while we're getting the potions,
Begrudging, trust me.
while we're getting the potions, I will go to Yuri at some point, and say, I don't know what's gonna be there, and you can use this better than me. He's gonna give you the Corpse Slayer dagger just in case. There's a +1 with the effect of whatever else.
It's an attunement dagger.
It is a two-man dagger, but it's up to you.
Unfortunate.
You can have it in case, because I can't use it for anything.
Sure, I'll put that back in my inventory.
Yeah.
Yes, Marzina.
Can I find Mana and be like, okay, or like, I don't know, is there a post office? Do I understand how sending mail works?
Sending a letter, you can talk to your housekeeper.
Okay, Mana, I have a letter. AJ, do I know Ryman's address?
You're sending it to the location. It's not an address, Marzina. It's literally like, send to this place. Cool.
Yeah,
I will send to this place. It's a courier.
place. This person, yeah. Do you think you can do this for me?
I can arrange that.
Thank you so much. I don't know how much it's going to be. I'm just going to give her like 20 silver pieces.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. You're doing great. I really appreciate you here. Yes. I'll DM what the letter says to you, AJ, later.
Okay.
I'm going to,
Anything
once
else?
everyone's done with their stuff, gather everybody together once again.
For sure. Kurt is gathering people today.
Yeah, he is.
I want to buy some
Thank you.
potions too, but I think 2 greater is fine. Okay. I want to buy some itty bitty potions in case you feed to somebody.
Alright, everyone, I need you to know. We all had a short conversation with Cadmus, and there was already at least 2 missteps in what you did, so I beg of you, this is not...
I'm
We
shutting
may
up now.
have Okay, we may have some weight we can throw around in the material plane, but we do not have that there. We need to. If something needs to be brought up, believe me, I understand that EOS needs to be brought up, and they need to be brought up to speed. That is something that I will do, Discovery, but please do not speak out of turn to these people. That is just very important.
Your boss is a dick.
Yes, but also,
Maybe so.
how should we refer to them? Is there like some I don't know, like how are we, manners? Is it different?
They will tell you how they want to be referred.
Okay.
My boss is probably to you, the Second King. That's
Second. Okay.
what you can
Thank
go
you.
with. Cadmus is just Cadmus as far as I know. If he wants to be referred another way, he'll tell you that.
Also, I'm sorry for doing that twice, but we needed potions. Okay.
You're fine. You did buy us some more time, and we did need that time because I did need to debrief you without him there. So
Okay.
that
Perfect.
acceptable. Going forward,
Perhaps we should just let you do
there's
the talking in your own home.
maybe. I'm not saying don't talk to anyone. Definitely, if you are spoken to, then definitely. They're not. Yuri has pointed out. They're not assholes. They just things work differently. And if you don't know how things work, then it's hard to make sure you're doing the right thing. I can't sit here and give you an entire lecture on fireplane manners. That's not going to work. Just intuit that maybe there's a strict hierarchy here and it needs to be respected. Otherwise, they will not respect you.
And AJ, it's been like a week, right?
Yeah, it's been about 7 days.
Okay. Okay.
If you have
on the bright
questions
side,
for me, ask them now.
do you think that when we're done proving whatever we need to prove to him, he could drop us off at the Empire? Or is that going to be?
I don't know. I don't think we'll be in a position for that. It depends. I don't know what he has for us. If he's going to ask something of us, maybe we'll be in a position where we can say we need to be dropped off there, especially because the next stage of my investigation does involve us going to Xerix. Not Xerix. Why don't I remember?
Empire.
The Empire. The next stage involves me going to the Empire. So there may be a way I can swing it. We won't be in a position unless he's specifically asking something of us, and I don't know what that is. I don't know why they're calling us here.
And maybe after we do whatever they need and you inform him about what's happening, he might be willing to be an ally, and we can consider that a gift when we go to the Empire. Like, hey, we brought one more ally.
I think
I don't know.
self-preservation is maybe an instinct that he has. If we can get across the importance of this, I don't know if getting someone up to speed from scratch is going to prove enough of a. He hasn't seen what this thing can do. I don't know if we can bring him onto our side in order to do that. Yes.
How dumb do you think it would be if I tried to divine intervention with Lunara in the fire plane? I don't know if they I don't know how.
I don't think there's no specific connection between the fire plane and the gods that I
great.
understand.
I'm just wary. Maybe she.
Okay. They don't follow Heliod if that's what you're getting at.
I don't know.
Okay.
Just being wary.
All right.
Let's just get this over with. We have other things
I'm glad you
to
asked.
do.
We do.
Let's get this over with. We have other things we need to deal with.
Okay.
And the last one you need is for the second king to be mad at us what we're trying to do with Eos.
Just before dusk, before we meet up with this dude, I'm gonna go off on my own for a second with this. Or actually, I probably would have already done it by now because I think it only lasts an hour. The little ball.
Yeah, sending
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm sending it to Vaxilum, obviously.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say our time is nearing. I'm going to the plane of fire. I'm gonna be ready to face you soon. Be safe. That's all.
There is no response. However, as you all gather up, kind of beckoning Mana to bring Cadmus, he arrives to you all. Ready to go then.
We are.
He draws his weapon and kind of holds it, the blade down, and drops it. As it drops, it doesn't lose its verticality. It falls straight down and impales not through the wooden bottom of your keep, but flame and rock and magma bursts underneath it as the blade itself cuts through and parts open, rock shattering against rock. Takes the sword back, puts it in its scabbard, and jumps down into the hole. Do the rest of you follow?
I beckon everyone in. I'll be the last through, so I'll
Okay.
make sure everyone goes through.
I'm gonna cast protection from energy on myself, specifically fire, and then jump into the hole.
Smart. Good, because as you all jump in, you feel the immense, dry, arid heat hit you immediately. Your bodies start to sweat instinctually within milliseconds as your feet touch something that feels like hardened, packed sand. It's a slightly softer rock, kind of moving around. It's not malleable, but you can feel it give under your feet. The shape and form doesn't change, but there is no resistance there. You're standing on volcanic obsidian. You see dunes and hills, rolling hills of just blackened obsidian sand. There's flame and magma that sticks out in crags beneath this rock, but in the far distance, almost a star in the sea of blackness, is a glistening series of construction. There are towers, there are domes with large buildings underneath them. There are what look to be walkways between two massive towers of varying heights, both connecting them, and massive walls with red and black flame extending all around them. The Brass City. It is far in the distance. Cadmus kind of comes down, he kind of straightens himself up, looks to the rest of you all. Let's get a move on. We don't have all day.
Word on Berthaldi.
And he continues on. As you follow Cadmus, we come to a weird point. The Eternal is unleashed. The Luminous Guardians have come out to play while Tenebrae hides in the shadows. Although still an excursion, you all press on forward through the fire plane, making your way to the Brass City. The answer for the Emperor still waiting in the wings. And as you all continue on through the Obsidian Fields, we're going to pick up next week in the fire plane.
Oh boy.
That was
That's where
so
we're going to end.
fun.
I knew